Hello, back again. So, for any of you people that watch my haul, you'll know I have reappeared and am trying to get organised and make some videos again. And so, my first project that I'm going to film is a medieval one. The lovely Dash of Dave, my best friend, and also YouTube creator and crafter extraordinaire, created a kit because I wanted something medieval. So he created a kit especially for me. Available to everybody. It's in his Etsy store. Links below and all that. But I was the one that asked for it. I was the one that wanted it. And so here we go. I'll show you what I've done so far. And then we'll get on and do something. I hope you're all well. It's nice to be back. It might take a while to get into the swing of it. You'll have to excuse me. It has been, other than the haul, which I released the other day, it has been nigh on a year since I made videos. So anyway, these are the 4 kits of his I'm going to be playing with. Medieval Medley, which he made for me. Floral Florence, which is kind of Florentine inspired. It's also beautiful and amusing. Middle Ages, which is just patterned paper with a Middle Ages feel. And then I've used some of the papers from an old kit of his. Sounds like he's been doing this for donkey's years, and he kind of has. From Impasto, one of his older kits. And it's mainly the backgrounds, but it's things like this and this, if you can see them. So they're the 4 kits I'm playing with. We'll move those out of the way and crack on. So, here we have a journal cover. I'm going to show you that way. It's very big. It is 15 inches high almost by, do it this side, by 8 wide. Now, I haven't made a topper for it yet. It's got a very wide spine. It's got a 3-inch spine, if you can see that. Hang on, see if we can get the top of that. There you go. 3-inch spine. And it's going to have 5 big signatures in it. Inside, it's the fabric of a Amazon packaging essentially. And then for down the spine, I've used some of his Middle Ages patterned paper. And that's as far as we got with the cover. I'll show you though. I made one of the insides. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with t'other. So, if I can find it, I used a bit of file folder which sits there, and on it I put a bit of anaglypta and a bit of wallpaper. So I've got that, and I'm going to be using that, and it gives you something fabulous like that. Yeah, I hope you can see that. Take that out of the way. So that's the front inside cover. It's got a little pocket here. Da, da, da. Yeah, and it is just literally anaglypta and I can't think of the name of it. This stuff. Wax paste, metal wax paste in various colours. So that's going to be the inside covers. So we've got that. There's going to be one on the back. And then I've started putting together signatures now. Again, I've used anaglypta, one for each signature, which I thought kind of fitted. So 3, 4 and 5. Yeah. And then each signature so far has, hope you can see all this, page from the Book of Hours, music paper. This is from an old map of Yorkshire estates. This is a piece of matte paper. This is a centered draw liner, but I just thought the pattern went really well. Piece of floral book page and rose book page. A bit more music. This is from The Story of King Arthur. So it's quite appropriate. This is another one from the Book of Hours, black and white one from the back of the book. This is another map, a local map from Northumberland, and then in the centre, Book of Hours. Yeah? So all 5 signatures so far have that in. And what we're now going to do is fill those signatures with all sorts of other stuff using Dave's Fabulous Kits. So that'll go in there, and that'll go in there. And as you can see, we've still got lots of room to play with. So let's move that out of the way. And I'll show you what I'm planning to do today. So, each of the signatures is going to get a little folio. And I'm going to use these. Recognise these? These are Tim Holtz packaging, because I have all the backdrops, and so I decided the packaging would come in handy. So I'm going to pull up a chair, excuse the squeaking, and hope that I manage to stay in shot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little folio that's going to go in each one of the journals. I've got these, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So we'll take one, and we're going to put an envelope on each side to start with. There's going to be one on there. Let's do this. And there's going to be one on there. Okay. So that'll go in there. That'll go on that side. That could actually tuck in there. And then the envelope will stick down to the page. And this will flop out and out and out. It'll all become clear, hopefully. Hopefully. So I'm going to take my trusty glue stick and let's start. And see. Right, so I need to think. I've got some already. It needs to be that side. But I'll show you my prototypes when we get to the end. So you can see, because I've already made some. And then we'll have another day and another project where we make all the stuff to go inside them. So and you'll have to excuse me, like I said, it's been a long time since I've filmed. Best part of a year, if not more. But we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best to rise to the challenge. And take a yellow one. And I just like the bright coloured envelopes. If you look at a lot of the medieval stuff that's out there tends to be some quite nice bright colours in it, if they're not faded, you know what I mean? And so I think these are quite good as backgrounds, because you don't need to cover every single last bit of it necessarily. Okay, that's that. And so there is the beginning of our folio. So we might need, let's do 2. There's one. And let's do one the other way. We'll do 2 simultaneously and see how how much of a mess we can make of that, shall we? And we'll see how long that takes. So that on that, that on that. And I just thought these Tim Holtz backdrop packets just formed a fabulous natural starting point for a little flippy out folio. And so we're gonna use them as best we can. There we go, that's that one. Okay, and then just move that out of the way and get rid of that. Hopefully I'm still in shot. It's quite difficult because they're quite big. That doesn't help. You get a bone folder. they're quite big, and also I'm out of practice, so you'll just have to shout if I go out of sequence, out of camera shot. I couldn't think of the right word then. Told you, it's been a while. Okay, so I've got a couple of sheets of these. Now what I've done is, I am very lucky in that I took the recommendation of Margaret from Seven Plaza and bought the same printer that she has. And I love it. But it means I can print in A3, which I also love. And you can take the white edges off this. So I've got a couple of sheets that I printed in A3 just because it makes life easier when I'm doing this project. But I have also done it using A4 in my prototypes, and it's totally doable to piece together. It's like a bit like making a masterboard in a cross shape. Because you fill in, it's almost a cross shape. But let's take off these edges and I'll show you what I'm doing with this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, but damn it. Do this one first. Oop. Get rid of that into my little bin. And you see then this sits almost beautifully across there like that. In fact, it sits, you could go right to the top of there and it goes and does the whole lot. So now the fun part, I'm going to try and get glue on it. So, let's see if we can't glue the whole thing. And we'll cover the lot top to bottom as far as we can. And like I said, I'm a bit out of practice with this. It's been a year since I made videos. Lots of things kind of got in the way of life, and so I stopped for a while. But you know what? We're back now. We can crack on and make some stuff. It's the best I can offer you. I've got some stuff coming up though. As I said, for anyone that watched my haul video, I did say in there I'm going to bring back the Smackdown flip throughs for a little while, only because I took a year off YouTube. I certainly did not take a year off crafting, and so I've got a lot, piles of stuff in actual fact, which I want to show people. So I'm going to bring them back for a while, and we're going to okay, so we're going to go that. We're going to go that way, just a smidge. Yep, so we get it all. So I'm level with that line. I'm going to squidge it all in. Da, da, da. Oop. I'm even gonna go higher with my glue up there. And we'll squidge that all the way to the top. There we go, that's that. And then we turn it over. We just need to trim some bits off. Not a lot, funnily enough. So, I will. I'm hoping this is making sense and you can see it all. But I'll trim that off. There we go. And back to that. I am out of practice because it's that looking at the camera, making sure you're in shot, making sure people can see what you're doing. Oh, trying not to make mistakes on camera. All that sort of stuff. But we'll get there. We will get there. And also learning again how to craft at a distance. That's the other thing. When you're making YouTube videos, you're looking at it at a strange angle, more so than you normally would, if that makes sense to anybody. It probably makes sense to people that make videos. because you're used to having it quite close and being able to look down at it, whereas when you're filming you're kind of having to look across at it. So I've got all that to get used to again, so it could be interesting. So we might get into this process and you're all shouting at me going, no, I can't see anything. But who knows? I will do the best I can. Now, I'm just going to stick a bit more glue under there if I can find something to use as a glue page. Nope, not that. There we go. An old newsletter from my union. Who help look after us at work, and they do quite a good job. So there we go. Let's try that again. Ooh. Right. Let's do some trimming. Get the edge off. Try and keep it nice and straight, and try and keep it short for you. That's that. And that. That's one. Oh no, see a bit more. Right. New scissors and everything. Because everything else was so gluey. So I put a new pack. Alright, let's see if we can trim that off a bit. And of course, hang on. Once you've inked the life out of it, those little white bits will all disappear. Okay, so that's that. Pretty. Okay. So, oh, first mistake made anyway, because it didn't need to go all the way across, because one of the envelopes sticks to the page. So we just need to decide which one we like the picture of better. That one. So that'll stick to the page. Fold that over. That'll go like that. And that will go like that. And that'll go like that. So I might have to put some decoration there because I didn't think about that. Okay, so there you go. First mistake of the day. Okay, so we're now going to decorate this bit with something because that's going to show. So I need and think that bit and maybe that bit. Right, okay. Let me get my cutter out. The thing I love about these papers is, like old medieval papers, they're full of decoration and the bits that can be used that in theory you would see gilded. We'll keep that bit and put that there. And so I'm going to start with that bit. Yeah. And in all honesty, I probably will gild quite a lot of this afterwards because hey, that's what they used to do, isn't it? It was all about the prettiness and the gildiness and the goldiness, and so I'm just going to take that down a bit to cover that. Like that. And then I'm going to use that bit there because I like it, and that's kind of the bit that'll show So, bear with me while I glue. Trusty old glue stick back out. And take that edge off. And that. I'm going to do that. Glue that down. And then I'm going to trim it off. I'm trying to remember once again that we're on camera and trim it off where people can see it. Now, some of my bits will get saved. There we go. That's that one and that one. And so that will be my bottom section. And I kind of like that. And then I need something for the top, which will go that way. And of course, you should never do your bends until it's dry. Of course, you shouldn't. And I've got, let's see, all these lovely washi tapes that I showed you in my haul that I bought because I thought they were quite medieval looking. And I think that one looks quite good, and that one looks quite good. But I don't know if this is a transparent one. Do we think? Not so sure about that one. Oh, let's have a look at this one. Oh, hang on, what else can I see? Looking for the wider ones. No, I still think this one. Let's have a look. See if I can find the end of it first. There we go. Oh, look at that. Covers it lovely. Can't see the writing out. Which was the whole aim. Okay, so that's that. I'm just going to trim that off. And I'm going to trim that off. That, essentially, is the outside of our folio. It'll need a little bit of decoration because, of course, I didn't line it up properly, so this ends up being a lot unsure. I might find something to put on there, but you know, there are worse things in life. So, now, inside. Okay, so this is the fun part. This is where I need to find something that I like for the inside and cut it to the right size. Let's see what we got. Bear with me. Well, so, kind of like that. Blue. Where's them? Now that one. Nah, cool, we'll go with that one. I think the colours match in quite well. We'll go with this one. So in fur, I'm going to start with this in here because I need to cover I want to cover the inside of that envelope and the inside of that envelope. And so, there we go. I've got to jiggle it now until I get what I want. So kind of like that, with that showing on that side. Next to, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm simply going to kill it with glue, loads of it. Good covering. And then there we go, and that, and that. God, that's a bit yumpy. Get rid of that. There we go. Put that back on there. Yeah. And so that gives us our first bit. And of course, oh, not in the slightest bit straight. Of course it's not in the slightest bit straight. Because, you know, you've not done anything for a year on camera, so it's not going to go right first time, is it? No, of course it's not going to go right first time. That'd be way, way too easy. Way, way too easy. Do you know what? It's what washi tape's for. I don't believe that. Oh well, it's a good start, isn't it? Oh man. This one I'm going to chomp up. Do you know? Oh yeah, I'll start filming. Yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah, there won't be any problem. Yeah. Here we go. Problem number one. We can't do anything in a straight line. Should have known that, shouldn't we? Oh dear. Life and all it throws at you. All you can do is, I don't know, cry maybe. Cry me a river. So I'm going to chop that in half. I'm going to put this either side. Oh dear. Nicely, once upon a time, some things have changed in life. Because once upon a time, I would have stopped the video and started that again and just not bothered showing you. But you know what? You're just going to have to watch me and suffer because I'm not changing it. So I'm going to put that and that covers that end. I'm going to put this. Oh dear. In this end. Sort this end out. There we go. And then I'm going to put that in there. Yeah, we're going to collage that bit in there. We are. Okay, off we go. This and this. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so that, and that sorts that bit out. And you see, so you can just use the A4 stuff and collage away. And then I'm going to use that in there. Extra peeps. Yep, I am. So I'm going to put a bit of that in there. Oh, we'll put a bit of that in there. Behind them. Down to that particular field and this one. And put on that. And then these lovely gentlemen of the age who are no doubt talking about votes for women and gay rights and he laughed. There you go. Probably talking about slaying dragons and burning the witches. It's probably more likely, isn't it? So we'll put them that. And then, get rid of that bit. We just need something for top and bottom. And I need something with a pattern rather than a picture. So, although that might just, do you know what? Whilst we've got it, before it disappears. Just take off that bit. There we go. And that I'm going to put on there to about there. So, you do realise I'm just making this up as I go along. But, you know, it's like making a collage masterboard. You just enjoy the pictures and there you go. So that's going to go in there. Et la voilà. And I could, and I might, shall we? I'm actually going to back it onto something and make a pocket out of it. Because I can. Because I know how to. So I'm going to... So put that on there. I'm going to let that dry a bit before I chomp it. And let's look for something for top and bottom. And I want something patterned to go on the inside. So maybe if we find somewhere, bear with while I find the pile. There we go. Oh, there we go. There it is. I'll find one of these to go top and bottom. And these are his Middle Ages pages. Middle Ages pages. I like that top and bottom. No, we're going to do that one. We're going to do that one on the together. Let's see if we can. Okay, so we'll make it slightly bigger. See if it fits. So that becomes that one at the top and at the bottom. I'm just doing it better because I don't know, measuring's too hard. Or something. Well, save that bit. Move that out the way. And yeah. So give me something to use as a glue page again. Oh, not that. And we will. Not on the bit I need. Not on the bit I need, please. Thank you. Can you see that? You see? Off camera again. No. We'll move it up, shall we? This is like I don't know, watching a car crash maybe, or who knows? And that one is going to go there. Take it down a little bit. So there you go, that's that one. And that's the inside of my flap. And inside of this flap. And you'd never know, would you, that it was a Mr. Holt's Watch It Hoogie. No. I'm gonna go. Right, there we go. I'll do that. Switch that on. And then again, we're back to where we were before, where we're trimming for our laugh. And I'm trying to keep all my bits, because you never know, I might come in for something. Well, I'm sure they will. There'll be a masterboard or a snippet roll or something at some point. Once there's plenty of this paper lying around. Because it's just, I mean, like I said, I love it. And it lends itself to be cut and used in such a way because of the images that are on it. And I just love that whole medieval feel. Okay, so that's that one and that one. Let's move them out of the way. So that's one side covered. The other side covered apart from the envelopes. Yeah. Oh. And then let's cut this out finally. Da da da. Da da da. And it's just a slightly thicker page from my Union magazine, and it is literally just thickens it up enough to protect it without being too thick. Okay, let's get rid of those. And then I'm not sure if this is going to work because I've just glued it, but do you know what? For the sake of the video, let's make a mess, shall we? About the middle, and oh, look at that. Oh, almost. I can't complain at that. Do that. And I'm gonna ink it. Now, a vintage photo in it because I like it, but then I'm going to Scotch timber it as well because, of course, I bought it. I had to have it. I have all the rest. And so, vintage photo gives it a nice vintage photo look almost. You wonder why he chose it. There we go. Do the edges. There you go. It darkens that nicely. I'll put the lid back on that. And then I'll take my Scotch timber. And it's the oxide. And then literally do the edges. Because that kind of just finishes it off with the vintage photo. Lovely. A lovely like. I like the dark edge with the vintage photo kind of spread a little. The vintage photo goes on an angle and needs to go on with the Scotch timber, and I just like the way that looks. It gives it a nice old, he said, quoting a certain show. And I'm going to put that on there like that, and it'll be another pocket. So, we have our trusty art glitter. He says trusty. It's nearly empty, so sometimes it's trusty, sometimes it's a pain in the caboose. So, there we go. And down there. I don't even know if I'm on camera still. Hopefully, this hasn't gone too bad for the first video back. That's that, and that, hopefully. There we go, and that. And this side. So here goes the the folding, which you shouldn't really do. And if you're having a go at making one of these at home, please don't fold it until it's totally dry. But you know what? For your sake, the things I do. So, and that'll go up and that'll go down. So that'll stick to the page. And then it sits like that. Oh no! Glue under there. I'll use my art glitter because it's here, and then it'll never, ever, 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 ever come off again. Because it's art glitter glue, and that's what it does. There we go. That's that. There we go. And then I'm going to find something to go on there. Now, we have some nice ladies somewhere. What do I do with those? Oh, I can see them. Bear with me. I'm trying to trip over my own cables now. That's always a worry. Oh, this one or this one. I'm gonna use that one, I think. That one. Maybe that one. Quite like that one. Let's stand that up so no more drips out, because that won't be very good, would it? And again, I am very lucky. I have an A3 printer. I do love it. It just means I'm going to do that kind of halfway. It just means I can do fun things like this. I'm going to rip that along there, and I'm going to rip it down there. And then, because I have no idea, absolutely none whatsoever, where my Tim Holtz Uji what's it shredder edge thingy is, excuse myself, because I can, and because I must, because I've no idea. It's one of those things, when you've got it, it's great to have and it's really handy, but when you can't find it, it's like, and do you know what? I don't want to rip my bedroom to bits looking for it. When it's ready to turn up, it'll turn up. When I don't need it, that's when it'll turn up. Because that's what they always do. When you finish your project and you think, oh well, I didn't need it, there it'll be sat staring at you somewhere, like, it was there all along. I was here all along waiting for you. Okay. So, she could actually do with being a bit smaller, couldn't she? So let's just take her off there. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to vintage photo her and Scotch timber her. Because I like the look that you get with vintage photo and the lovely new colour. I think they go very well together, especially when you're trying to do this and make your documents look old, and slightly damaged and crinkled, and there we go. Get rid of that. And, so, get rid of the white, because we don't want the white showing. We don't want white showing, do we? There we go. photo. So what do we think? Do you think you can cope with watching videos where I've not done anything for you and I feel very out of practice? I haven't even watched it. I'll watch this back and I don't know. If it is an absolute car crash, I might not post it, but I might have to do it again. But if it's anywhere near redeemable, then you're going to have to put up with it, I'm afraid. It's a starting point, you know. We'll get better. We'll start back again. We'll grow with love. What's that from? Where do I know that line from? Grow with love. First Wives Club, that's where that's from. Yeah, the film quotes haven't gone away. You're still going to have to live with those, I'm afraid. There are still lots of those. And this is a piece of his middle-age paper that I've just noticed. And I'm going to use a bit of this as well, I think. And take a square out, or a diamond out. Yep. And we'll do the same thing. We'll vintage photo. That little lost corner can tuck in somewhere so you can't see it. That and that. And then we'll, that was a bit brutal. God, timber it. Like that. Better. So, Miss Thang is going to go on there. Along with that. Should it go that way, do you think? It looks better that way. Maybe it should go that way. She goes there. That can go there. And then maybe a bit of something washy. What do we think? Can't make my mind up now. Coming in blue tile. I like that with the golden. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. Shall we? Before we commit to anything, or I get committed, or you know. Okay. Oh, it's going to be transparent. Nope. Can't do that. Nope. Don't like that one. I don't mind that one. Let's have a look. That one's got a bit of gold on, but they tend to be, the ones I bought tend to be transparent. But you know, I don't mind that. Or, what's this one? I kind of don't mind that either. I might have a bit of that one. Do you know what? We will. Lettuce. Just stick it down there. And I'm gonna take the edge off some of it. There we go. So it's a bit rough and ready. There we go. A bit of water. Cause we can. And then I need something to glue on again. I'm all out of. There we go. And Madam can go on. diamond can go on. And et voila, move that out of the way, and my sticky fingers. So that sticks down, and then those all flip out. And because I like that blue so much, I'm just gonna do that one, or that one. I think this one. I'm just gonna run a piece of washi down that, but leave the rest of it blue. Well, it's not even washi. It's it is washi, but it's see-through. See-through, transparent. Oh my god! This day I'm gonna have to remember all of this again, Anna. The correct terminology for everything. When I'm eyeballing things and that. And that'll do for that. And that, and I just like that. I like that blue showing. That is wonky. Oh my god. It's so wonky. Can I get that off? Oh my god. Oh, that upsets my brain so much. Oh, can't, just cannot. Very slowly. Patience, slowly. Don't rip it. Oh my god. Oh no, ripping. There we go. I can't. I'll never be able to. That'll have to go in the bin. That really would have to go in the bin. That's just too wonky. I can do a little bit of wonky, but honestly, no. No. Literally, no. Ain't happening. Not on my watch. Right. Now we're going to need that. Should we try that again, ladies and gentlemen? Do bear with. See, I still think it's wonky, but it's less wonky. It's a question of degrees of wonk. Clearly. There we go. I can live with that. Yeah, I can live with that. God. Panic stations. Okay, so there you go. So that sticks to the page. Something will go in there, something will go in there, something will go in there. I haven't decided on the sort of closure yet. And then just fills over. Like so. And then it'll fill over like so. And if I find, I don't even know what I did with them because I cannot see. Where did I put them? Okay, bear with me a second. Where did I put? Ah, there they are. So, this is like the first. I'm thinking that becomes the front of that. And then sticks down. And you've got the option, you can stick it down entirely, or you can have something tucking under there. Some tucks in there, something tucks in there, lots of things can sit in there. Something in the envelope, close it, and then close it again. And then each signature will have its own little folio. Yeah, so we were going to do two of those, but we've been at this an hour, so you're only getting one. But what I will show you is the ones that I already made. So, because I was practicing. It's been a while, and so I had to practice. So there's that one. That's the one we've just made. Then there's this one. Yeah. Can you see all that? Nope, you need to go that way a bit. So, that one. Oop, pocket under there. I've made a little pocket on here. That'll stick to the page. And then pocket in here. That'll stick to the page. Ba-dum, bum. That'll go down there. That'll go down there. The blue will stick to the page. And it'll sit like that. So there's that one. And there's, again, blue envelope sticks to the page. It's just a Temu washi sticker that I had of a church window, which I thought was quite apt. And then this opens on the same thing, all using his lovely kit. So that, and then the blue envelope sits, and that sits, voila. And then last but not least, this one, again, envelope sits, and opens out. And that could go either way. You could do it that way, or you can do it that way. And there'll be a selection. So there'll be one of those for each signature. 5 in total. And I hope you enjoyed that. And it wasn't too much of a car crash, and it made sense, and have a go. See what you think. Anyway, that's it for now. We shall continue. Thank you if you've tuned in and watched my first making of something for a long time on a video. It was strange, but fun. And so I'll be back again. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye bye.